Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hope you can hear me. Please comment if you can hear me. All right. So let's start the session. Today is 22nd October, Wednesday. Yesterday I couldn't make live, but I was with you all the time in Telegram, and yesterday crash was affected. Right. We were discussing about this crash, but we thought it would be at 3,400. Uh, but it just happened before that only after taking this liquidity. Let me take out all of this nonsense for now. We'll do analysis once again, raw format. I was doing this analysis yesterday, so that's why I have a lot of Fibonacci's. Okay. This was the trade that I took. I think okay. This was the profit trend line target. It was trend line target. I will show you what it was. Uh, After 1 minute green candle, I told you to take in Telegram, if you remember. So that is the trade. Uh, we'll discuss about that. Amen. It is a very lower entry. This is another trade. Let's get to that also. But from yesterday, let's understand what's actually happening in the markets. Right, the intuition. Uh, okay. So give me a minute. Uh, Daily time frame. Okay. Mm, yes. All right. So daily time frame पे the bearish candle happened yesterday. Uh, it was not expected yesterday, but I expected some downside movement, of course. After this, also I told you कि after taking liquidity, I told you this might be the crash we are expecting in the gold, right? So, but it was very fast. So yesterday's crash, what we had was one of the biggest crashes ever. So let me point that out. Yesterday's this one, 6.5%. 6.5% in a single day. This is the highest crash happened in gold, and we already knew that because the way it was going. Already told you that gold whenever it falls very faster, very fast, and then after that it will take. Hmm. Yeah, after that, uh, it will take its time to get back up, but it will get back up, right? So that's the intuition we have, and still that's the intuition we'll follow. As you can see, this has become order block right now. So selling indefinitely until you find a better support. I think you'll find a better support some uh, these this would be it. Yeah, this could be it. 650 could be the level it could find support. Right? It must be also 50% or something like that. Let's check. 50% is here and 60% is here. Uh, it's a little difficult to say that, but we'll definitely take trades from here. Both of this, 50% I think will have movement. 60% say, 50% say will have movement, and I think it will fall after going a little bit further, or maybe it would take out this high, then it come back to the 60% level, and then we might have We might have a 60% combine. That could go long, or yeah, if the closings are happening below 50% only, then we have to see what we can do. These higher time frames is a lot riskier than you think, right? So you think this is 60%, but it, even if it does slip a little bit, it doesn't mean that it has closed there. So that slip of SL, that could take us back a long, very very long time, very very back. So we don't want that. That's why we should be precise with our yeah, our intuitions. 4 hours also saying the same thing. Okay, we'll find it out. We'll find it out. We'll see where to buy from. But yeah, until it reaches these levels, 50 to 60% level, I would say I would recommend, which is very far away. 4050 is a yeah, 83848, which is almost 2000 pips away. So until that, we should definitely concentrate on selling. All right, it's we should definitely concentrate on selling. Okay, this should be a no-brainer for you guys. Mm, what else do we have? What else do we have? Actually, it's very bearish. Gold is very bearish, but as you can see, there's an order block here. That is why it hasn't give even after being an order block being there. You can see the wick, right? So it's not pushing. It cannot push. It's the end of the day, so you can see that it's not able to push it further. So which shows the bearish momentum is there. So whenever there is a bearish momentum, it will be very fast. You have to understand that. Two things you need to understand: selling will happen very faster, and it will be very quick. And the buying that comes after that might be a pullback. Then also we can have a selling. So this is the situation that currently what gold is in. Okay. So until here, we're doing selling only. We'll find ourselves selling uh, only. Okay. Okay. So selling. So there is no selling. For selling, we have to find the best possible sales, because the volatility is very high, or at least decrease our quantity. Those are two things you can do. So either you should decrease your quantity, or you should you should increase your SL. Uh, so, or you can find the best trades, the only best trades. That is very difficult, because on I told you selling will happen very fast. When that's the intuition we're going to take. What will definitely happen? What will happen is that we might uh, sell off from sell off from the intermediate levels. So it might not look to the best levels possible. It might be selling from intermediate levels, right? So that you have to understand. So I hope you understand what we're talking about in the daily time frame. So daily time frame is clear, I hope. Now comes the, okay. Also one thing. Let me draw this Fibonacci. 60% is here. I don't think goal in 3 hours would close above this. So meaning that the it's going to break the low. It might today is Wednesday, so Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday we'll have a green candle, or we could make this a breaker block. So, but selling does interest me a lot. So let's see what will happen. But even if green candle will happen in daily time frames, I probably think it will be very small, like a smaller like this one. Okay, that would be, yeah, that would be what I think will happen. but we'll have to see. So closing below 60% of this Fibonacci, which could definitely tell us to go sell after it touches 60%. That's not a trade actually. Have to look onto it. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. We can draw Fibonacci here and we can sell from the 50%. That would be better. 50 or 60. Okay. Um, what do we have here? Try to break this low two times. Still unsuccessful. Uh, I think that's the reason I told you before. That's why it's falling, which is good for gold. But even though it's falling, gold could not move upside. So very bearish, guys. Very bearish. I didn't see that, but it's a following trend line also. When is it? 12:30 today. So yeah, trend line is being followed. Yeah, I mean, this trend line also being followed a little bit. Okay. Yes. So bearishness is visible. Let's see 4 hour time frame. What does it say? When there is bearishness, no, too much bearishness, the crashes like this, intermediate levels से sell कर दो, sell कर ही दो मतलब when what should be your understanding when what should be your understanding that it's going to fall this way. So I think this would be it. See, making this a breaker block is a very big deal, right? This candle making this a breaker block is a very big deal, and it tested that as well. So this, I think, would be the best indication to go into cells. Right, whenever breaker block forms, the retest doesn't happen that quite easily, but it did happen, and it gave us very good movement towards the downside. Okay, this is the understanding. So when this closing happened, I think it's time that everyone, and that also happened in New York session. 6:30 a candle opened here, and yeah, boom, right? Expected crash here, double top of you saying ki if the double top can could give us our yeah, our crash that we need, right? Yeah, there's that 4 hour candle just opened, but good support here. And also there's a, as I told you, one day ka time frame ka, we should form a green candle, which might not be today. I really don't think it would be today because it has to go 700 more pips, which is not impossible, but I don't think it will in that sense. So tomorrow might be Friday. I think Friday might be the day that it can, you know, probably think the next tomorrow, whenever it closes here, it could test this, right? Test this or this, and then bounce back. That's too much to ask. Let's see. Um, or it might tomorrow it might close below this. Who knows, right? The kind of bearishness it's in, it could close below this, and that would say this is a breaker block now, and yeah, it could sell from until here, and from here also it could sell. Scalps also take scalps only, sells only. Only when you have a double bottom, and you'll know when buying is going to come, like the ones we had just bit before. How will you know they will be buying? So I think this one, this week, does tell you that most of it, most of the if there is a this much big of a weight. That does tell you that mostly, right? And what else? What else could be the reason? Mhm. Right. Well, this buy you could have taken with thinking that yeah, yeah, risky one. I can attest to that. And you can take this one, 600 pips. It'll give me 150 pips per sell. So yeah, guys. So the the era of 50, 60 pips per sell is gone. Now we are double down to so the pips we have to risk would be higher as well to make higher trades. So decrease the quantity depending on so if you're doing a one lot trades in uh, 30 40 pips world, so now what we'll be doing is 0.5 because you have increased your pull out size and the movement is like that as well. So you are not losing anything. So you the 600 pip move is actually a 300 pip move in the uh, older scenario, right? So we are not losing anything. It's just the volatility and the percentage values. The denominator of XAU USD as gold has differed. That is the reason we have to do this. Okay, this is just a 300 pips cut rate, but we have to give uh, which we had to give yeah 130 pips per stop loss, which would have been 65 pips. Right. So that is what's happening currently. So, but scalps could work out very better for us at this time. And this closing is a manipulation, actually. It actually closed below this one. That's actually manipulation there. And then we have here a big candle towards this. It's very good manipulation. I don't know if you can see this. It closed below this, and then it gave engulfing candle. Very awesome. That's very good. The sales are very high actually. So I'm trying to give you a trade. Let me see if I can give you any trades. So closing happened above, probably saying it's gonna go up. So let me go into your time frames. And, yeah, let if the closing happens above this, we can enter from here, guys. All right, above this, we'll enter. Okay, okay, guys, enter, guys, enter, guys, enter. What will the target? See the high time frames. Let me see high time frames. Um, 78. Actually, 10 9 could be the target. Actually, 300 pips. All right, be risk free when we'll have how much stop loss we're getting 74 pips ka stop loss. So when we currently at 30 pips, guys. I hope you entered as fast as it closed. Because I entered. I'm also 30 pips up currently. So let's see. Risk free at with the risk free level as well. 300 bits, 320 bits, whichever works, yes. Okay. The volume might be a little problem, but yeah, we should be able to do this at a speed. All right. So that's, I think I zoomed in a lot for this. Chennai is good. This Chennai is working one time, two times. So third time, I don't think it will affect it. Third time will have. So probably the closing will happen something somewhere around here, or a little less than that. But tomorrow it will definitely look up to this trend line. I'm probably hoping yes, this trend line, 4,110 or about something like that, and then we'll have a selling from there, or we should form a red candle, so green candle, so in very time frame. Let's see what gold wants to do. It wants to do even a breaker block. I think liquidity is at these areas, this area, so that should be taken out. Nevertheless, let's see, let's see. 40 whips of gas, 40 whips. All right, when that is happening, let's look at different trades right now. Mm, this 5 minutes actually. 15-minute also giving a good candle to us. So even this closes above this candle, we're golden. I think it probably go more than that. This DXY is also quite falling right now. Yep. So yeah, pushing up guys, pushing up. Mm, in 15 minutes, it's not showing the trade properly. So about to, yes, about to hit this free guys. Please do this free and we do that. This free. Uh, and tap. Just a minute. Just 10 pips. Lost out by 10 pips. Not even 10 pips actually. Listen now. Let's see. I hope this kind of goes about this level. And it looks like it will in 15 minutes also. I think it will goes above this, which will give us an order back. So yes, guys, risk free, guys. Please be risk free. Risk free level has been tapped. So this would be a risk free level trade, risk free trade. Okay. SL 74 pips and currently 63. But yeah, it will turn this to 70 for a bit. It's okay with 70 also. Chalega. Okay. Yeah, 78 pips right now. But don't want to do this also, it's fine. Okay. Risk free, guys. Risk free trade, guys. Let's go. Mm, target 300 pips. One is to 4 cut rate. Should work out properly. When while that's happening, let's look at something else. in the markets. 4,000, 4,003. Okay. 2003 has been level for that. Okay. I don't think that's a very good level though. I know it's a daily time from something something. We still don't. We still don't think that it's a good level. As far as if DXY falls, gold will consolidate or go up a little bit. That would be better for us. So now taking this as a support, now let's draw the Fibonacci. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect, and I think yeah, gold will come up to these areas, and yeah, I think it will fall from there. Not sure 50% or 60%. 60% looks very good because there's an order block as well. So that is I think 4 hour order block is it? Yeah, 4 hour breaker block. So but still, it has already been satisfied by the way. So it doesn't matter. I don't think it will come back. I would look for a daily time frame order block, which is also just over there. So 4220 would be my ideal case scenario for this. 220 is around here. Yeah. So this fair value that cover will be what I would be looking for. Okay, perfect. I'm also thinking this is a bottom wick for the next green candle to come. So yeah, I think it has followed in 4 hours. I think it followed everything as per the order blocks. This candle, this red candle, after testing this and this green candles order blocks, it has yeah it has. No, no, wait. So this became order block after this closing. So I think there is a red candle still pending there. Mm, there's this one. It's closed here. So yeah, this one is satisfied. This order block of this order block has been satisfied. Only this order block hasn't satisfied yet. That's very big order block, so it can satisfy anywhere above. So I think that's what will happen. I think it will satisfy about here, but I think this would be a green candle. Okay, simple. Mm, for this to happen, we need DXY on our side, probably falling. Then only we can, yeah, we can do that. The volume is low, so it's a little bit difficult right now. But as I told you, one day may probably need it will try to make an auto block. I think it will also because it might take out the cells, but I don't think it will. That is also there because intermediate levels selling is what I'm expecting. So if that is what I'm expecting, I think it will fall from here only. So that would suggest we'll have a breaker block, which is more probable because already there are breaker blocks in 4 hours. We just don't have it in daily time frame. So yeah, we might have it. But I would love this. I would love to sell from 220. If possible. 220 would be my best level to sell from. Until then, should I go into buys? But I don't think so. Let's follow the candles and let's see. At this rate, we'll react to whatever. So being risk free could let us know the trade and also do not lose any money in that. So that is why I always tell you to risk free the trades. Okay, गया तो गया, but कुछ खोना नहीं चाहिए. We don't want to lose anything. And what are trades that you could have taken? Yeah. So this fall, 4 hour, let me explain. This order block of fall, we had made this an order block, which happened 21st October, 2:30 at night. Then we have next 4 hour closing like this. Say this is a good. Actually, I took a trade here. I took a trade here. I took a lot of trades in here. A lot of scalps actually. I should have holded this trade. Probably made a lot of pips from here. 3,000 pips. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is holding power. You should be able to hold yourself, and that's very, it's very powerful. Too. I'll tell you what this trade is also. But yeah. So after this closing, I knew ki this is an order block. So I'm expecting the crash. Maybe it will happen after this or maybe after this. So that is the only thing that so this was the line we drawn before. We're thinking after it comes back to this level. This 50% was at a good level. So we thought that this would be 4,400 would be the best level to sell from. It is also a round number, like 4400. So that was my intuition. But from before only it fell. Expected, but before it was not expected, but liquidity it gave. After that, this auto block which it made, this red candle which it gave, that is very good. After that, as we go down in this breaker block, very good, and New York session, perfect. This is the candle you should have targeted, which is 200 to 700, 700, 1080, which is how many bits? It's 1800, is it? 1800 bits. Around that. It's 1800 or 1400, right? 1400 pips. 1400 pips. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. 1400 pips the candle. At least we could have captured 500 pips, 700, 50%. If we are clear with our intuition stuff. Yeah, after this, we will work. That should have been done, guys. Very easy trades. So, higher time frames में only I was looking. Lower time frames पे जहाँ पे भी मिला, जहाँ पे भी order block दिखा, sell. That is it. Okay. Our trade going good. I think we're up 100%, 100 pips. Are we? We'll show it. Will not show properly here. ठीक है. Regardless. Yeah. So now is this. Now is the time for us to, if we are in a buying trade, so let's close it, book it faster because we are into selling right now. Right. So those are the calls. Those are the intuition calls you should take. But this 50% looking very good. Could be ours. Could be a good thing. Um, but this, I told you, daily time frame to 220 would be my best bet. We'll see because if we are selling from higher time frames and we are looking for a trade from Fibonacci, we should definitely wait for the confirmation. Probably an order block in the low time frames, 15-minute order block. So that might just give us something less than this 190 to 100, 400, 500 pip range. Okay, but the trend line is working beautifully, guys. Very beautifully. It's touching it like very sharp touches. It's not even going up or down. See how much good the trend line is. So the trend line is working very perfectly, uh, and our trade going very well. How many pips are here? We're up 150 pips, guys. W is in the chat for this trade. 150 pips, halfway to TP. Probably look. It probably go more than that. More than 300 pips, what we are assuming it to be. And tell you, 15 minutes of closing. Uh, did not happen above this, but still, it's very good. And this candle closing will be a good indication for us if it happens below above this red candle, 58 current candle, 15 minutes. That would be the best thing. Then we can actually just leave it there. Don't do anything. Right? If that happens, you can just yeah, you can leave it there. Okay. ठीक है 150 pips guys and perhaps will go a little bit also um, should be able to take out these highs. We need closing above this guys, yes. So 5 minute let's see how the closings are happening. So this closing is good. The closing is good and it happened above also. So I think that closing is good. All right. So this is looking for this order block. Now maybe it will test it and we'll have upside move. Anyways, good trade, guys. Good trade. That is how we should be doing this. Scalps. This is also, I would say, is a scalp or trade. Trade would be a little bigger than that. And probably I should see why 4004. Whether I have not seen that. It's very sharp move towards it. So 300 pips ka, I think 1 minute may also have that much big of a candle, which doesn't happen in gold very often. Alright. So that's the 15 minutes now. So when this kind of selling happens, I don't know if we discussed this, but intermediate levels they just sell. That is what I used to say. At least after this, no? After this, we have a breaker block. Closing happened. Delivery happened 6:30 p.m. Yep. This was the closing. The closing happened here. No, no, this was the closing. Closing happened here. So now, the next, what is the next thing that you would do is not sell directly from here, but let it wait to test this. So this is the trade of the weekend, the trade of the week. Here it is. There you go. That is the best trade ever. 150 US guys said, look through uh, the downside. This one will be TP1 and TP2 around here. I think this was a little bit outside. I think somewhere around here I would say. I think some 50% is here only, guys. So yeah, okay, that's actually 50% ka move. I've not seen that. 50% ka yeah candles. Got it, guys. Got it. So what it is 50% or 50%. Not that 50%. That is formed after this, so that doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you what will be the targets. This one, this or this. This one already done. From that only it's coming back. So could expect this one though, right? So when it's done whatever it has to do at 60-50% and it has taken that high, Now, next thing is it will take out this low. That is the intuition, right? So at least that could have been our yeah ending or TV, and then we have this which says 50% at what? 50% at here. Alright, 50% at here, and there we didn't have anything actually. We had this candle, and we didn't have a green candle. I think this is a green candle in a lot of the other charts. This one, this doji candle that we're looking at. This is, I think, green candle. That is why it fell from there. So 60% of whatever it has to follow, a green candle it has to follow, and it has made that. And then boom, yeah, 1 hour where it went boom and to the downside. All right, and what does this say is it could take out this low. This it will take out. It will take out this low, but when? But when? Uh, Let me think about it. Makes sense. 60% level is this, and it was not tested in 1 hour time frame. So I think it will be tested 50%, whereas is tested once. So I would say this would be the area of my interest. 112 to sell. Still, I don't have a lot of confidence in that. Yes, according to me, it should fall from, I think, from when here. Let's draw 50% here, and should fall from there. That's the intuition, because this load should be taken out. Uh, this load should be taken out, and that should happen faster. We don't have anything in the strategy that says it should happen faster. So I think we can wait it out, but it will take out this low 945 3945. But from where is the question? And I probably think from these levels 4190 would be the best level. If we are if I'm right about the order block in the daily time frame, I think that would be where we should be looking for. Okay, I think, yeah, that would be the region, 50% the region. Okay, that does tell us, give us a little bit support to hold on to this trade for at least overnight. But I would say 300 pips is a very fine trade. Can get out of it. Currently running at 170 pips, I think. Okay, good closing we had, and 1 hour also has given us a good closing. Right. So there should be a red candle actually. There should be a red candle that should form, or it might form a breaker bulb in, which would be good if it does. If it forms a red candle, and that's also fine. After that, we'll have a movement towards the upside. But let me check this Fibonacci retracement. And it's saying that 50% is already done and 60% is also already done, which is another indicator for us to go long. 60% is not done. Yeah, 60% we will have resistance, but we will be out of the trade before that only. So I don't think it should matter. And I think it will form a red candle here, but we couldn't predict that one. So if it does, and if it go up, it will probably go up to here. So we'll see. We'll see if we can take a buy here after the confirmation. Okay. Uh, and what can we do? Selling could be taken from the 60 towards the downside, but very risky. One day pay, I'm expecting a order block because everybody expects this to sell and it doesn't go sell. So pure psychology. This closing is very confusing actually. I've never seen that closing happen. I mean, closing happened below, right? As you can see, the closing happened below, and we have a very good candle. And actually, it will whatever happens in the lower time frames will replicate itself in higher time frames. So that does say it will close above this level. So I think this will be taken out. The closing of this candle will happen above this 4087, which would in turn make this an order block. Okay. As simple as that. Actually, do you know what? We missed something here. Close below this level. Okay? Close below this level. In turn, making this uh, an order block. It came back. It didn't form a red candle. It formed a two green candle. So now this became an order block, and that has been tested right now at this very candle that we are in. So I think it doesn't have anything to account it for. This candle is negated. It can close above this 4086. So I think we are golden. So that closing is what matters. It does really matter. And say 60% we could take a scalp. I would recommend that scalp. However, it could be a good scalp because fair value gap is there. Everything is there. So 60%, see 4103 point 5. This is where you need to yeah scalp. Let's say 100 whips. 100 whips to मिल ही जाएगा. I think 100 whips should be easy. Okay. Uh, that is happening. Let's also look at what else is there. There's an or breaker block over here. So if you're trying to do that scale, let's give it a breathing space. Okay. Hope you understand what's happening in the market right now. So yeah, on our paper there is nothing we could have done here. Told you intermediate level for selling. Probably yeah, this is the best trade, and that is giving us what 150 waves per sell. It should be like that. It should be like that. Regardless, it should be like that. That will give us target still here. I think 600 pips. This is good. This is good. Yeah, whenever the closing happens like this, man, after a green candle, it's always best to hold it as much as possible, as much as you can, because even though it will take out support here, as you can see, it came back. It even fell down. So keep in mind that so intermediate selling, expected selling thought. I was not live, but yes, come on. Alright, so how much pips are we up? 230 pips, guys. Around 230, 220 pips. 220 pips running right now. Just 80 pips to go. Book some of your percentages here, some of your quantities if you can. Makes more sense to do that, right? This selling, saying I think it's percentage is this. It's not a 50% level, by the way. Um, it's not. So 50% still has a chance. Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, still has 50% still has a chance. This is not a 50% level. It could be a 50% or 60% level in some other highs or lows. Which high or low? I have to check that one. Is it, even though it's a trend line trade, it will definitely have another confluence, which is doesn't fall from a trend line trade only. Uh, this one, I think this is the one. Let me go into higher back and check this. I think this is the one. So 50 to 60% level came to that, and it fell from there. And there's also a trend line there. So yeah, 50 to 60% level plus trend line. So that is the confluence. Not only the trend line, but also that. And that went down to here, almost took the low out. It could have taken the low out, taken liquidity somewhere here, that, but if it takes liquidity, it will attract buyers, and yeah, it will take them a lot of time to go into selling again. Uh, Regardless, good trade, guys. 220 pips running. So let's end the stream. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll do more trades. I'll post what happened to this trade. Probably hold on. I'm going to hold on to this trade. Yes, even though 60% level is there, there is scalping of progress there. This 50% have a good chance of reaching. Okay. Now charts a little bit messy right now. Uh, Let me draw some lines so that I don't have to. Again. That's 50 to 60% of this one, and that trend line. This trade could have been taken. This is also happened today. It happened today morning London session. Oh yeah, this could have been taken actually, and expected actually, because it's a very good buying move. And after this kind of selling, you should expect a selling, another selling again. At least after it gives candles like this, right? So double bottom is there here. At higher time frames, you can see a double bottom here. So it does suggest this could be the one that can take it out to these levels, maybe this level which we're talking about for 190, 4220. So yeah, that's the intuition. I think that will work out. Right, 4,000 is a good level, but yeah, as strategy speaks, this should be taken out, and it would be taken out before it yeah, before closes above this 220 level, 224 to 20, guys. So whenever it comes to that, before also we should be able to sell, but whenever it comes to that, it's a reason for us to sell, go into selling. Right. So 15 minute now, let's see the closing. Yeah, good closing. I think we'll leave it here, guys. Uh, Good closing. This can yeah, this can take us a long way from here. Okay, and I think the 60% this level could this will the intuition what I'm having is from here it will go to here, probably go to this 500 pips. Then it will fall from here and come back to these levels, 4059. Or yeah, I think it probably do that. It'll probably do that because it doesn't want, or it will fall from somewhere around here only and then look this and go there. Two possibilities. Don't need to figure out any of this. Okay, take it. Bye bye guys. Take care. We'll meet again tomorrow. Please do subscribe to our Telegram channel. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And in Telegram we post trades every day. And we have not lost a single trade in last 2 3 months. I think we probably had a scalp cross, I think, but other than that, we didn't have anything. Good going, guys. All right. Bye bye. Take care. We'll meet again tomorrow. Don't in this kind of markets. Do not panic, guys. So actually, what happened now? There's a 50% level that was not satisfied actually. Which one was that? I need to see that. Yeah, I think this is the one. So 50% level. Everybody wants to buy from here. Right? So 162 to one. This is the region where you want to buy. What happened? It went below that, tested below levels. Uh, this order block levels, and then it formed a green candle. As I told you, this is a green candle in a lot of other charts. My broker also. So after that forming that, or if you do not believe that one, you probably think this is a green candle, and then yeah, simple. I want to see something. So this has become an auto block. This has become an auto block. Then it has tested that. Now it should have a red candle, green candle, but it had a red candle, making this a breaker block. Now when breaker block happened, the test next should form a red candle, but it did not. It closed above that, making this order block again. Now it satisfied it, and now it's breaker block again. Now should we sell from here or should we buy from here? Or will it be a breaker block? So this kind of blocks, I definitely try to ignore. Even though there is a movement, see, there's a 118 to 87. Yeah, this movement is there. I usually try to avoid this. We don't want to do these kind of things. When there is a two times when it makes negative, one time it becomes a breaker block. Two times it just becomes a fuck up. That's what I can tell you. So we don't want to be taking that as anything. We don't want to take that as uh, source for anything. So this is a breaker block now. We could take that into account. We can understand it. But this candle just leave. All right. ठीक है. So using over here happened still just some manipulations are still there, guys. Some manipulations are still there for our picks now. So as you go higher into the time frames, the manipulations become lesser. But as I told you, 50% the levels, the buying did not happen, and it just formed a green candle and then it fell off. Which does suggest, as I told you, will be what I call taking out this flow, and it will happen. From where is the question? Might be from here 4100, or probably from the best levels as these guys 4180 or 4220. Alright, as simple as that, guys. Okay, bye bye, take care, enjoy the profits. We'll meet again tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.